Good morning, my ratchet. Oh, clear. As you can see, we did not go out last night, but that is only because cover is $30 in this city, first of all. Second of all, the girls we were with had a 6 a.m. flight and they definitely could not go clubbing with us. And third of all, we were exhausted. Us bitches walked 30,000 steps yesterday, and you know we burned over 2,000 calories from that walk. Like Jesus Lord. Also, getting drunk in a random city is a little bit dangerous. Plus, we were sober as fuck, and like it would have taken $10 million to get drunk. So, I know it's Sunday, but we're gonna try and go out tonight, even though it might be a little bit lame. We just gotta do it in this city. So, good morning. We're trying to look for crepes, make it to the Palace of Versailles, and then climb the Eiffel Tower. I got my fit on. The boys are here with their same outfits because they only brought like one. And let's get it going! Oh. Bonjour, parlez-vous français? We made it to Versailles, well, the little city area, and like you do on vacation, we got food recommendations from someone on Tinder. We're getting authentic crepes, dessert crepes, dinner crepes, and some French cider, I guess. So let's check this place out. It's called Le Crepe à Tonton.
This Tinder boy's recommendation was a total smash because we literally got 2 different types of ciders, breakfast crepes, and dessert crepes for all in the price of 14 euros. And it was absolutely amazing. If you're anywhere near Versailles, check out Le Crepe à Tonton. Our next stop was obviously the Palace of Versailles, and oh my gold, she was gorgeous.
Bruh, look at the motherfucking line to get in. She's not gorgeous anymore. Bye, bitch. Just kidding, we're getting in line.
I looked for you in Paris. The lights were too bright. Streets that promised me romance, you were nowhere in sight. You looked for me in New York, couldn't see through the smoke. You've been walking for miles, 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 without any hope.
The last room we went into was the Hall of Mirrors, and I was absolutely fangirling because this is literally where Pierre Cardin had his fashion show in Emily in Paris. Our last stop was the Garden of Versailles, and do not be fooled, it is not just a garden, it is miles and miles and miles of garden, forest, lake. It even turns into a park at one point. It is literally crazy. You can't even walk through it all in 1 hour, 2 hours, or a day.
Oh yeah, also, all you need to know about the Palace of Versailles is King Louis XIV owned it. There's 5 million statues of him. He's an attention whore. He's a bitch. He's fat. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's just, I don't know. He needed everything so particular. Such a fancy bitch. She's like, this room is too small. It's locked down the wall. Whatever. Whatever. I ain't salty. I just saw like 10,000 statues and I was like, bruh, can we get some different scenery in here? Thank you. Bruh, how was this guy fat when he had like thousands of miles to walk in his own house?
Our next stop was the Arc de Triomphe, and as you can see, traffic is an absolute nightmare, so it was really cool. We were like looking everywhere for the crosswalk because, you know, everyone wants to go and see it, but they are smart and they don't want tourists to die, so the crosswalk is literally a tunnel underground. It was so cool. On the other side of the Arc de Triomphe is actually like the Michigan Avenue or Rodeo Drive of Paris with all the designer stores, and Lance really wanted to see the Kith store, which is a designer brand, because he heard that it was like a museum, and honestly the only way I can describe it is like a freaking museum. There was not only a cafe inside, but there was designer shoes, designer sunglasses, designer clothes everywhere, dripped out purses. It was honestly amazing, definitely out of my price range, but it was so cool to see, and they even had a chandelier. A chandelier.
I thought this shit was cute. It's not cute. It's not cute. It's not cute.
Next stop, the Eiffel Tower, and here's Keegan tipping the French subway performer. So sweet.
Bonjour.
As you approach the Eiffel Tower, it's actually pretty beautiful around it because there's like this beautiful park and lake, but when you get closer to it and under it, you don't realize until you're there how freaking massive this thing is. Like, it's a legit tower. And if I can give you one word of advice, it's buy a ticket in advance, because we waited over an hour just to show our ticket.
We made it to the next line.
After waiting well over an hour in the ticket line, which don't even get me started with the non-ticket line, you get to see this huge, what looks like a funicular elevator that's gonna take you up to the top, girl! This video doesn't even do it justice, but the view from the top is breathtaking. You can literally see all of Paris, every monument, the layout, the grid of the city. It's stunning. It is so stunning. And of course, us planning bitches planned for the sunset, which was a perfect time to go up there and see everything because it was so much prettier.
These bitches just got engaged. We're in their photos. I feel so bad.
If you're brave enough after that, you can go even higher to the little ledge above to get a better view outside of the little cages. And if you're even braver, you can go all the way to the top. And when I say top, I mean to the top.
Holy shit.
At the very top, you are like literally caged in, but it makes sense. They do not want you to like fall off or whatever. And it was pretty scary because if you look up, you just see like the nub that is the top of the Eiffel Tower. And if you look down, you see certain death basically. So we stayed for a while and watched the gorgeous sunset. And then we headed back down to the regular level, and we were strategic about it, so we purposely stayed a while and took our time to wait till the sun go down because we wanted to be on it at the first sparkle, which I think is at 9:00 p.m. and I was so pumped.
This Eiffel Tower is about to light up. Yeah! Woo! Spotlight, moonlight shining on us.
After we saw it sparkle, it was back down to the bottom, which then we needed to get dinner, and it was already almost midnight at this point. Awkward. So we found ourselves a midnight pizza place, and here's Keegan's review.
Keegan, what do you think of this? What do you think of the pizza?
It tastes like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
It's
I'm actually happy though because this reminds me of how amazing the pizza of Florence is.
No, that's true. That's true. It's humbling us. It's just, oh my god, no.
Now the whole reason we came to this part of town is because we heard of a few places around here that were open on Sundays to go out in, and so we were looking everywhere for this speakeasy, and we almost gave up until we found this like dingy hole-in-the-wall pizza place called DeVito's, which is Mike's last name, so we were like, okay, let's check it out. Bitch, it was not a pizza place, because when you walk through the damn freezer, there you are, in the Moonshiner Speakeasy. Ooh! And they had some pretty cool, unusual drinks that we tried. It was actually a pretty fun experience. We met a bunch of Parisian girls who took us to this one club that is actually open on Sundays. We had ourselves a night, let's just say that. And we didn't leave until like 2:30 a.m. Made it back to the hostel by 4 and had to wake up early for our flight.
The time has come to leave Fiat Jean Monnet, which is this hostel. Gotta rush to the airport, get to Mallorca. Bye-bye. Of course we're late. Let's go!
We all hopped in an XL Uber, and guys, prepare yourself for next week. I promise you, you are not going to want to miss this, but get ready because we are going to
Mallorca.
We just kissed.
Ow.